What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and welcome to your daily dose of beta. I know this one is coming kind of late, but I was really busy today. Plus, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm very dissatisfied with how beta's going. Just wait until you see the first 3 matches. But trust me, you'll want to stick around for the final 2. The first team we're facing can always be dangerous, but they need to be packing some serious attack. If not, Quicksilver's kind of like a fly, and he basically just buzzes around but doesn't do any damage. Or better yet, you could call him an annoying gnat. Speaking of flies and gnats, their entire team is about to get swatted. Well, I suppose they do end up getting a few coordinated attacks, and they do take out Gamora. Unfortunately for them, my agent's up next, and he's out for vengeance. After going through the usual quick actions, then we're going to go ahead and one-shot their team with one AoE attack. So as you can see, my setup hasn't changed, and it's still working quite nicely. Not that there's anything genius about it, it's just the fact that agents are way overpowered. But you know what, I do want to see this guy's bonuses because I thought they were hitting weak, but they ended up taking out Gamora. So once we look, we see he has 222,000 offense. That's definitely an impressive attack. I guess that means we owe the entire beginning to survival training. But anyways, as we go into the next match, it's not going to be very different. In fact, we're going to get the first attack with our agent. So since it's going to be somewhat of a joke, let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming Spec Ops. Now we do know that the High Evolutionary is going to be a group boss, so that means we should be able to farm some silver. That alone has me very excited, but I'm also wondering who could the Spec Ops hero be? Sadly, it's not going to be Blade, but maybe it'll be someone like Nova, or maybe even Adam Warlock. Then the other really interesting possibility is there may be a lockbox character. Yes, I know in the next PvP we're going to get a lockbox character Fixer, and the PvP hero is going to be Karnak. But there's also substantial rumors that Kang may be the next lockbox character. I for one am all for it, and I assume Kang would be a tactician, and you know he has those time travel abilities, including that super high evasion. If it does end up being true, it's going to be interesting to see what they give him. Either way, let me know what you think about Kang and the next Spec Ops hero in the comment section below. It doesn't look like it's going to be Namor, but he would be at the top of my list. And by the way, I have no idea when the Spec Ops is coming out, but I really hope it's either at the end of this week or early next week. My guess would be early next week, but there is a chance they may wait until preseason beta's over. I just really hope that isn't the case. I need something new besides beta. But anyways, this next match is going to be our toughest one so far. I would say it's our toughest match this entire season. Looking at their team, you may not think it, but just wait until you see what happens. Right away, Quicksilver goes after Gamora, and of course he is a scrapper. This means he gets a follow-up tag team, and then Psylocke also hits her. Next he goes to work on my agent, but luckily no one else joins in. I figured I would go ahead and try to place Cower on their entire team and hopefully make them skip a turn. I mean, why not? It always works on me. Next, we're going to see that their agent has Combat Communicator, and that's kind of odd because they do have Quicksilver on their team. I guess basically they're competing for that first turn. However, in beta, I would much rather have my agent go first. Then after using a few quick actions, he's going to use the Warbringer Axe on Groot. This immediately drops him into cutting form. I was thinking I could go ahead and give my agent a turn right now, but we're not going to get that lucky. Psylocke finishes off Groot before he gets a chance. And this is the moment where I started to get worried. She goes after Gamora, and they get a tag team. I honestly thought if I get hit with the blast from the past, who knows, I may end up getting killed. But I do still have my resurrect, so maybe I get a little overdramatic. Still, I will be honest, I thought this may go in our loss column. The good and bad news is it would go into that video I was talking about. But never mind, we don't have to start editing that loss video anytime soon. I think that brings us to 29 attacking wins and 0 losses. And it also brings us to our 5th and final match. I believe this was also a pretty good match, but I think their team was kind of lacking stats. So yes, they are running the same exact team, but they do have some lower bonuses. Our agent is going to get the first turn, so you know what we're going to do. It's going to be Guardian Insignia, and then Quick Reflexes. Even though they have less than 9,000 health, watch this survival training save their team. It's actually very impressive. Their entire team survives it, and they at least have a couple thousand HP left. Then watch what their agent does. He uses the Guardian Insignia, and then he's going to heal his team back with the Staff of Asclepios. Now I have to admit that was very frustrating. Plus he's going to blow up Groot's health with the Warbringer Axe. So then I basically have to go after his Groot with ours, and that is a very annoying battle, by the way. I've read several comments on how a Groot vs Groot 1v1 battle was extremely annoying. Luckily that hasn't happened to me just yet. But hey, our Groot is going to knock theirs into cutting form right now. But guess what he's going to do with his turn? Well, it's exactly what I would do. It's give his agent an extra turn. So now the super agent gets to attack our Groot once again, and he's going to knock him into cutting form. Now that's just unfair, but seriously I wish I could do it. Oh well, with our Gamora, we're going to go ahead and use Demoralizing Shout, and that's because we want to put Despair on all the enemies. I really hate that healing and Blessed Renewal, so this is basically our way of combating that. Plus, like always, a Cower wouldn't be unappreciated. Okay, so Cower, Despair, and hopefully Doom. Then up next, their Gamora is going to use an Execute on Groot. Hey, someone must have listened to our rhyme from the last episode. Well, since they took out our Groot, I'm going to go ahead and attack their agent with the Hard Knocks. Okay, it's what I would have done anyways. Then with him gone, I'm really confident, and we definitely have this one in the bag. Let's go ahead and execute Gamora since she's up next. And then I'm going to use the Guardian Insignia, followed by an attack on Groot. Since it's down to just one enemy, we'll go ahead and use the Hard Knocks, and that should end this fight. That's also going to bring us to the end of this video, but I do want to mention something special for Day 7. Just in case there's more of the same, instead of going ahead and giving the same commentary, what I want to do is answer a few questions, so go ahead and post them in the comment section below, and then unless the matches are really interesting, I'll go ahead and do a mini Q&A. I'll still have my Daily 5 in the background, but instead of doing commentary, I'll be answering questions. By the way, I'm really getting tired of winning that item. Well, as we wrap up this video, I want to thank you all for watching. I'd also like to ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care.